Ladies and gentlemen, can I tell you, if you do not have the eyes that see, your helpers will pass you. You will call enemies friends. You will call friends enemies. If you do not have the eyes that see, you will call demonic doors open doors, and you will enter them to your destruction. If you do not have the eyes that see, you can be watching things that will destroy you and enter into it headlong. For there is a way that seemeth right unto a man, but the end thereof are the ways of death. Hear me. I can tell you with all humility, narrow escapes that have happened in my life and destiny in ministry, simply because of the gift of sight. Meetings I almost went that I should not have gone, and thank God I did not go. Associations I almost would have been part of, but by the gift of sight. Many of you right now are in regrets. Respectfully speaking, relationships that were going to destroy you, you did not see. You called the man an angel until you found out he was a devil. You called the woman a queen or a princess until you found out it was something that would destroy you. And unfortunately, I hate to be a bearer of bad news, some of you went further and now you have been trapped in painful experiences that only the mercy of God will help you through. Hallelujah. There are people today who made costly mistakes. There are certain courses they should have studied in the university, but because they did not have the eyes to see their destiny, they veered off and invested time and energy only to find out they may never need it. It did not help them in any way. And some of you right now, God has given you the gift of children, but you do not have the eyes to see their future. When Jacob was about to die, he called his sons. He said, come, let me tell you your future. One by one, they started filing up, and he would describe them and bless them, describe them and bless them, describe them and bless them. Hallelujah. Can I tell you, as a leader, when you have the gift of sight, you will know who to put in what unit and who to put in what department. I was doing a teaching in Enugu, I think it was a week or two, about 2 weeks ago, and I was saying leadership is the ability to combine imperfect people to produce a system that works. You will never find perfect people in your life, because you are not yourself. And yet you will have to make do with those fragile resources, both human and monetary. But the ability to know by the power of sight that putting this guy in finance department is a risk. No matter how the person, he has a perpetual weakness with money, yet he's a creative person. There are people who are very diligent, but they have tendencies of disloyalty. There are those who are not creative, but they are loyal. And all this will be sent to you by God. It is your ability to see. Many people have allowed sentiments to make them put the wrong people. You put a man who does not have compassion for the sheep as a lead pastor, and then the person does not have the time. Whether they cry, he does not care. It's not like he's a bad person. He's just not a pastor, unfortunately. The gift of sight. And can I tell you, when you have the gift of sight, you can look at somebody who is stubborn and supposedly wicked today, and you will see the greatest gift in your life. And when people say, how come this gentleman, or how come this lady, this person should be out of your school, or this person should be out of your house, and you look at them in the midst of their imperfections, because you have seen what their tomorrow looks like, you will endure until you build them and they become. Leaders who do not have the power of sight will throw away some of the greatest gifts in their life. Some of the most anointed men and women in this ministry by the grace of God, if you had seen them when they came, they did not look like it. But the ability to see. The cleaner who is cleaning your house now, you will be surprised that that is the person who can die for you even more than your children. The person may not be able to speak, Yes, he has tendencies and he's stealing 10 naira, 20 naira here, but it's just a mindset that was manipulated by spirits. The person still has the purity of heart. Can you look beyond people's actions? The seeing eye will help you to forgive. The seeing eye will help you to know how to tolerate people. It gives you the staying power to give people a chance to rise. But the seeing eye will also caution you and tell you this person will remain the same even after 20 years. Beware now before you cry tomorrow. The seeing eye.